friends, it's Jaren from Oleander and Palm, and I'm here to do another little DIY video. I'm going to share with you how you can hand paint on an Ikat pattern on a piece of furniture, mine is a wooden tray, any decorative item. You can even paint on canvases, and this was easy to do, and I actually had a lot of fun doing this. So to start off, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what you need, and then some step-by-step, and then the technique of how I brushed it on. So first of all, this tray I got at my local Salvation Army for $1.42, cha-ching, and it was pretty ugly. It was yellow with some faux cork, something sticky on it. So I just cleaned it up and gave it a fresh coat of white paint so that I had a nice neutral background to start with. I highly suggest a white background so that whatever color you do on your Ikat, it really just pops out. So you may need to sand down, paint, and then what I did to keep it nice and clean is before I painted it, I taped off this edge so that I could get my brush in there and not mess up the edge of it. So some blue painter's tape is one thing that you'll need. Then what you're going to do is you're going to work on drawing out and planning out your pattern. Now, what I did to start with is I took a piece of paper and I kind of sketched out the pattern that I'd like to have. I decided that 3 colors was the best to work with, and I just played a little bit. This is not good brush strokes, but at least I knew what I was doing. So I suggest doing this. Then what you need to do is you need a piece of cardboard, and you're going to fold it in half and then in half again, and you're just going to cut a diamond shape. Now, it can be like a square diamond or more rectangular, like mine is, a longer diamond. I think that kind of looks good on this. So you need some type of template like this. Then you're going to take your tray and you're going to mark the middle of the tray. So I just measured out and I put a little X where the middle of the tray was, and then I started with my template and I traced out that shape, and then I just tiled it. So I covered the whole area back to back with this tile shape lightly with my pencil. So once you have that all laid out, then you're going to decide what colors you're going to use. So for mine, I used a dark gray, a light gray, and then a pop of green. I think this works best. I played with a lot of things, but having a two-tone kind of neutral and then one pop of color seems to work well. So you're going to start painting the dark gray first, or whatever color that you're going to use. So I actually just used little craft paints, and I made my own gray by mixing black and white. And what you're going to do is you're going to paint the middle one first. So you're going to paint along the pencil line, and I'm going to show you later a little bit of the technique of how to brush it on, but you're going to paint just covering this line. So the line, if you can imagine, is in the middle of these strokes. So I started by painting this, then this, then this, and then I did all the dark. Then you move on to your next color, the lighter gray. So it fills the center of these, and then it does these, and you can see a hint of it down there. And then finish off with your accent color. You can really play with this and make this your own pattern. This is what worked for me, but I think you could put another stroke in the center of these if you wanted something more to it. This could be a larger stroke. Really, and you could have had a different shape. You wouldn't have to start with a diamond. I just felt like this is what worked for me. So, some of the brushing technique I'm going to talk to you about now, and I'm going to add some actual close-ups in just a minute. But what you need for a brush is something that has flat bristles And this is actually one of my favorite brushes. It's an old watercolor painting brush that I have destroyed by using with other projects. But you actually need a flat bristle that's quite a stiff bristle, not something soft. And you're going to do a dry brush technique, which gives you all these little stroke marks. So that's why you need some paper towel, because when you get paint on your brush, you're going to kind of brush it off so your brush is quite dry. And you're going to decide which direction your strokes are going to go, and they're going to be consistent for the whole piece. Your strokes could all go this way, or your strokes could all go that way. So we're going to jump to a little close-up where I show you the technique, and then yeah, I'll be back to wrap it up. Okay, I hope that was clear how to do the brush strokes. What I was doing in that short little clip was I was taking my dry brush technique, so getting paint on your brush, dabbing it on the towel, and then starting from your line, starting from the center, fanning upward all the way the length of that section, and then going back and starting from the middle and fanning down, so that you don't have your brush stroke ending on either side of this, that it's starting in the middle of the stroke and fanning out either way. I hope that you guys make something with Ikat. And if you have any other questions, please leave me a comment on my blog or email me. And if you make something that has Ikat, please share a picture on my Facebook page, Oleander and Palms Facebook page. It would be great to see what you guys come up with. I'd love to see your color combinations and your unique designs. And I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you next time.